Yep, tell me the story about the undertaker, Harlan.
Well, this was when I was working with an undertaker. Strangely enough, the undertaker's name was Gardner too. But anyway, there was an old sailor died in a sailor's snug harbor, I guess, somewhere up in New York, and came from Lambert Lake, a little small town that's probably 60 miles north of here. And they were shipping his remains home, but come to find out he didn't really have many close relatives, just some cousins. Anyway, his remains came in on the train. We picked him up, took him up Lambert Lake, got the young fella lined up to do the funeral, and also a little the service was going to be in a little schoolhouse there, and so we went in and got everything set up, and people started strolling in with cribbage boards and things, sandwiches and one thing and another, and someone made a huge tub of Kool-Aid to have afterwards, and everything going along pretty good. And all at once we heard dogs barking outside, and the door was open, it was warm, and pretty soon here come two big blue tick hounds right in through the door. One of them had an old deer's head in his mouth, and they were chasing one another. They got through the door and they hit that linoleum on the floor, and they were trying to stop, and there were dogs going every which way. And they ended up anyway right under the casket, and it's as good a dog fight out you ever saw. Virgil hanging on one end and I on the other. And he said, hang on long as you can, Harley. And it gets to be pretty hairy there till someone remembered that big tub of Kool-Aid, and they rushed down there and flung that on top of the dogs. They calmed them down just long enough till someone got a hold of them, got them out the door and shut it. And then the young fella come and had a nice service and all, and after the service, why, we were just closing the casket, Virgil and I, and I looked down, and here's this old sailor laying there, just a little bit of orange Kool-Aid dribbling out the corner of his mouth. And I swear to this day that that old sailor had a little bit of a smile on his face. That was a good funeral.
That was. We love to hear that story.
Oh, that's so cute.
I've tried to tell our kids at school that story, but I wanted to get it.
Well, and you can't tell it the way Harlan tells it.
Oh,
with the,
no.
Well, if you get it, I'd let him
I
copy.
swear that old
Nobody's
sailor,
ever had him do that?
I swear
Oh!
that old sailor had just a little bit of smile on it.
He probably did. He probably thought
Oh,
this
yeah.
beats any funeral you normally have.